around. We sit back and we cry and we scream and we wonder why we never felt the love inside. We are spiritual beings having human experience. So go and take another try.
Go.
You're alive, you have life inside. Don't count yourself out this time.
No.
Life's not over, keep going, you might just be surprised. You might just win this time.
Hey.
Hey. You were born as a king or a queen, you have life inside. Don't let them tell you otherwise. You were born as a king or a queen, you have life inside. Don't let them tell you otherwise. You're alive, you have life inside. Don't count yourself out this time.
No.
Hey. We are spiritual beings having human experience. So go and take another try.
Go.
You're alive, you have life inside. Don't count yourself out this time. Hey. It's our duty to grow now. Ain't no time to be playing around.
No. One more time. It's our duty to grow now.
Ain't no time to be playing around. Hey.
No.
We sit back and we cry and we scream and we wonder why we never felt the love inside. Hey. Hey. We are spiritual beings having human experience. So go and take another try.
Hey.
Hey. Life's not over, keep going. You might just be surprised. You might just win this time. Hey. You're alive, you have life inside. Don't count yourself out this time.
No.
Hey. You were born as a king or a queen, you have life inside. Don't let them tell you otherwise. Hey.
One more time.
Hey.
You was born as a king or a queen, you have light inside.
Don't let them tell you otherwise. Hey.
No.
Hey. See, your story is changing. Remember King David? God gave him one more try. Hey. Hey. You're alive, you have life inside. Don't count yourself out this time. Hey. Hey. It's our duty to grow now. Ain't no time to be playing around. Hey. We sit back and we cry and we scream and we wonder why we never felt the love inside. Hey. Hey. Good morning. Hey. Hey. Today is a good day. Hey. It's a good day. Hey. Today is a good day. Hey. Hey. You alive, it's a good day. Hey. You got a job, it's a good day. Hey. If you at work, it's a good day. Hey. If you at home, it's a good day. Hey. You feeling strong, it's a good day. Good morning. Thank you for joining. Hey. Hey. It's a good day. Hey. Yeah. Joy comes in the morning. life is getting better. Hey. And we walk with our heads high. We in a fast lane. Hey. My life is getting better. Hey. Better and better. Hey. I'm better and better. Hey. I'm doing better and better. Hey. My life is getting better. Hey. Hey. And dear Lord, when I wake up in the morning, I'm feeling good and my life is moving forward. Hey. 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 It's magic. We call it abracadabra. It's magic. We call it abracadabra. It's magic. We call it abracadabra. You really gotta get your life back together. And no matter the storm that you go through, you gotta hold on because God really chose you. Now I'm just trying to give you some advice. I put tarot, but I've been a hard-headed life. If you pray, God will show you. Grab your hand, take a chance, He will mold you. Gabriel to the rescue. He blew his trumpet, He's on earth to protect you. Stand up and take flight. Stand for something, fall for nothing, we gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. We gon' be alright. Hey, and we do it for the soul tribe. Hey, soul tribe, yeah, we done for life. Hey, soul tribe, yeah, we down to ride. Hey, dry your eyes.
For my soul tribe.
Hey, hey, dry your
This is
eyes.
for my soul tribe.
Hey, hey, guess what? Dry your eyes, you don't have to cry. Hey, soul tribe, it's gonna be alright. Good morning. Good morning. Grand rising. Whatever you say. Hey, just know it's a good day. Hey, we winning. We growing. We working. Hey, it's a good day. We winning. We glowing. We stretching. Hey, it's a good day. We praying. We winning. We growing. Good morning. Hey. Hey. Of course it's a good day. A good day. We praying. We glowing. We winning. Good morning. It's a good day. Hey. It's a good day. Don't you worry about yesterday. Hey, you got a whole new day. Hey, you got a whole new day. Good morning. It's a new day. Hey, hey. We vibing, we growing, we winning. Hey, it's a good day. We stretching, we growing, we winning. Hey, fill me up, fill me up. Hey, hey, fill me up, fill me up. Hey, we winning, we glowing, we stretching. Drink water, stay cool, no pressure. Hey, yeah, it's a good day. Drink water, stay cool, no pressure. Hey, we winning, yeah,
Hey,
it's a
tribe.
good day. Hey guys, good morning. Hope you guys are doing well, in good spirits, good energy, attracting the life that you desire, because it's your birthright.
Yes.
We claiming our birthrights around here. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody energy cleanse.
Okay. Feels good.
I was connected to one of y'all, pushing a lot of energy away from me.
Yeah,
That's what we do. Soul Tribe, yeah, we down to ride.
Hey, Soul Tribe, yeah, we down for life.
Soul Tribe, yeah, we down to ride, right?
And we do it for the Soul Tribe.
Okay, y'all's divine energy, 777.
Good morning.
Appreciate you too as well. All right, y'all, so we're going to swing into this with the Black History session.
Let's go.
So we've been picking, different historical black, light of it being Black History. I mean, it's Black History Month every day.
Every day.
Honestly.
We just wanted to highlight.
We own everything. Over here, over there. Black Inuits in Alaska, we everywhere. They try to tell us that we came over chained up, drained at the bottom of them boats. Nah. Such rubberish. We was on the mothership, Ezekiel, Will, and Nibiru. Get in touch with me. Little something come, I be feeling my little, right?
Okay.
But yeah, so Black History Month, we gonna do something for that real quick. And I'm gonna let my wife go first because she got a little, she was hitting me with a little bit of it. It's
Okay. So let's get into it. All right. So this morning we are going to honor Miss Recy Taylor, born 12/31/1919 and departed here on 12/28 of 2017. She was from Abbeville in Henry County, Alabama. She was born and raised in sharecropping. A lot of people were born in that time in sharecropping in the Jim Crow era. So she was a Southern girl. So let's get into what happened. Well, and then at the age of 17, her mom transitioned, so she was raising 6 of her siblings, okay, when she was 17 years old. Now, on September 3rd, 1944, a very traumatizing day in history. Imagine walking home from church. Miss Taylor was with her friend Franny and, her Franny's teenage son, Wes. And, they were walking home from church. And while leaving church, she was held at gunpoint. And she was accused of cutting a Caucasian man, a white man, and which was not true. She had been with her friend the entire time. They had literally been in church, and she was coming from church. So what happened was, Mr. Private, U.S. Army Private Herbert Lovett and 6 other men that were armed by gunpoint, she was taken into a car. Mind you, her son was, her friend and her friend's son, her teenage son, were there to witness this. She was escorted into a vehicle with armed men, 7 of them, and taken to a wooded area with trees. And, she was told to perform with these men like they were her husband or she would be unalived, okay? What happened was, despite the confession of the attackers to the authorities, 2 grand juries subsequently declined to indict the attackers. So pretty much it was perfect evidence of what happened, to Miss Taylor, and the court just pretty much whatever, no charges were ever brought against her assailants, number 1. Now, let's go to 2011, 67 years later. Alabama legislator officially apologized on behalf of the state for its failure to protect her and prosecute her attackers, right? So Taylor's rape, or we'll say ape, and her refusal to remain silent led to many other court cases where, it was a nationwide protest against, the African American community, and civil rights movement started to spark because of this, It was crazy, to just be able to walk home from a church service and, just be attacked in this kind of way. And then for, you know, eyewitnesses, they had even actually pulled over. They had, her friend was able to identify the man's vehicle who, you know, the owner of the vehicle. So they were able to identify him, you know, and everything, and nothing happened. So, he actually, the only thing he had to do was pay a $250 fine. Let me take that back. He actually, the driver, okay, the man who owned the vehicle was charged $250. So in today, that would be roughly about $5,000 to $6,000. So, yeah. She also, after this court case, she faced a lot of what other black people faced around this time. Whenever you reported things or you owned something, they wanted it. So, you know, there was a lot of threats on her life because, you know, she had reported what happened to her. She actually had to end up moving because her house was firebombed after this situation. You know, the men who had assaulted her had gone around and said that she was just, you know, she was pretty much a prostitute, which she was not. There were actually some other Caucasian men in her community that vouched she was a very modest and civil woman, you know. So today I would like to give honor to Reese Taylor. And, you know, I want to speak about this to be her voice, right? So, yeah. I don't know, I got like almost emotional when I was reading that kind of, so I could barely get it out. You know, it was very hard to.
She went through a lot.
She went through a lot, you know, your house being firebombed, speaking up for something that happened to you, and then clear evidence being there and it just being dismissed, you know.
You know, like, in a lot of ways, we are our ancestors. But sometimes I do ask myself even why we don't act a lot like them. Mm-hmm. Like, because like, here you have a woman who was taken advantage of on a scale that was crazy, but yet after that, she still maintained her integrity and her dignity. Mm-hmm. Like, so whatever was stripped from her, it's like she went back and got it back. Yeah. But nowadays, people give away what she had to fight back to get so freely. Like, you know, it speaks a lot about character, right? Yeah. So, yeah.
Big love to the mother.
All right. So I chose, I went back in time, y'all. Okay. I threw mine back, right? So I'm dealing with Septimius Severus, right? And who this person is he is the one and only ever Black Caesar of Rome, right? And a lot of people, like, this is a part of history that they kind of try to fold layers over it because they don't want you to ever think that a black man was in power in Rome. But it was. His name was Septimius Severus. He was born in April of 145 AD, and he transitioned in 211 of 145 AD. Rather premature transition, but we're going to get to that. Why I believe he transitioned anyway. But so basically, we're going to get to where he made his mark. And 197 AD, he expanded his rule in Rome to the Tigris. Now, what was happening in Rome at this time was Septimius was, yes, he was indeed a power in Rome, but it was 5 emperors at the time. It was a shared power. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't like, at first, it was shared. So what he did being black, because he was born in Africa, right? He was known as the Black Caesar. So he wiggled his way through the politics, he did as the Romans do. Mm-hmm. Assassinated who he needed to assassinate, scam and scheme to obtain power in the seat of Rome, right? In the midst of 5 emperors. So this was him working his way. So what he did when he finally achieved power in Rome, he actually diversified the whole culture of Rome. What he did was, Rome was suffering at the time. They was in like going through economic ruin on a certain level. So what happened was he began to look back to the lands that he was born in. He began to look east, like, because they had already united all the Western provinces. They basically, Rome owned the West, right? So what he did, he expanded and pushed into eastern realms, and he gained leverage in the Tigris area where the river was. This was a river in the east, right? And then in 202 AD, he actually campaigned in Africa, and he took over he took over a lot of desert regions in Africa with his campaign. So this is Rome, a black Caesar in Rome, right? He's in power. So what Roman society looked like at the time, what he began to do was take the value away from the coin, because it was it was like they was in an economic bind. They had more people now because they expanded into territory. Not to mention the society is full of occultism and everything else because he's a pagan. Mm. And then you have Christianity about to emerge, right, with the death of the martyr, Christ. Mm-hmm. So you have this emerging while he's in power. Mm-hmm. So he debased the value of the coin, thinking that that would make everything flow a little better, but he was really setting himself up for economic ruin. So he made a lot of errors. He bit off more than he could chew, mm-hmm. right? I tend to believe it wasn't never meant for a black man to try to run Rome, because he actually began to decline power when he expanded into Africa, because now it's like you turning on your own now, right? So lo and behold, of course, being driven by Rome and the lust of that power seat, he began to get cruel, mm-hmm. and he began to make depth spiritually. Mm-hmm. So he transitioned prematurely in 211 AD from a mysterious disease or illness. I really believe it was something spiritual that took him, because he began to lose regard. Like, he was already a pagan, so he didn't really have a lot of regard for what people were doing in the society of Rome. Like, you had people still sacrificing people, and everything was going crazy, and he was trying to kind of turn a blind eye to it. But what he did was he seen the opportunity to gain favor, so he began to get cruel towards Christians and Judaism, right? Because it was easy. Like, it's like, all right, I'm gonna favor all the occultists and everybody, and here are these new people, the death of this martyr. So I'm just gonna exercise power and over them. And when he did that, I think it kind of resulted in a spiritual backlash, because he wasn't really, I think he underestimated the faith of the people at that time. They weren't called Christians. They were just people that followed the doctrine that Christ mm-hmm. had left down, right? And all these are darker people, by the way. So at the time, it was like, I'll just go at these people, his own kind. So I believe that was what undone him. But nevertheless, I do want to remember him, because he was the one and only black emperor, or black Caesar of Rome. All right. Okay. And his name, I always just gotta look at it. Septimius Severus. That's his name. Black History Month. All right, y'all, we're gonna jump into a message. I'm about to crack that thing open, but I don't know about it.
It's crazy. I was thinking about Elijah. When Elijah was being mocked by a large group of young men in Bethel. Remember, they was taunting him. They kept telling Elijah to go away. When he was in Bethel, it was like a large group of men, young men, and they kept saying, go away, and they were speaking to him bad, in a bad, they were speaking to him poorly. So Elijah curses them in the name of the Lord, after which, 2 she-bears emerge from the woods and mauled 42 of them, right? Mm. It reminded me of divine judgment, and disrespect on God's people. Like, I don't know. Don't be out here playing with God's people. Right? That's what I was thinking about. Sometimes people look at a person and they just disregard them because what they can see with their own eyes. And I feel like that's where we get tricked. So,
I mean, I believe that that's where people get tricked. I won't even say we, because I can't associate myself with that, and I won't allow you to either.
Yeah.
Like, there are people out there, because if you, at this day and age, if you in the mind frame of attacking people, doing things to people spiritually in the dark, playing around with those type of different things, eventually you're going to run across somebody that's going to make you regret ever doing that. You might, whatever you do, right? Whoever you may be, right? And if it's not you, maybe you know somebody, because my wife wouldn't be there if it wasn't the truth. She just spoke about Elijah calling a bear out the wilderness to maul 46 people under divine unction, right?
Divine authority.
Right. Now listen, we live in a different day and time, and that may not resonate with you, but let this resonate with you. When you do things in the dark to people and they not of divine origin, you might win against them. Your spell work might work against them, and you might do it to a lot of people that's at that vibration where it works on them, right? However, as sure as night is day, you'll get comfortable doing that to people, and eventually what's truly a divine being will look like the best target for you. If you're a person that practices this dark thing, or you got people that, because that's what they do, they prey on people, and then when they really meet somebody that's going to end them, they don't see it. They go for the allure, like, oh yeah, that's a perfect one, I got me one, I'm about to go in for the kill. And that's what unalives the whole situation, because people who have divine origin, they come in all shapes, sizes, and forms. It's not something you can see on a person unless you tapping into a spiritual place and you looking at somebody, but it's true. So don't try to take advantage of people. People can do what they want, but eventually I'm gonna tell you, if it's not a person watching, or if you haven't already brought that karma on yourself. But some people, they living in that space right now. They done the wrong thing to the wrong person. But it's easily avoided, right?
Also, I got another message for the collective. Some things are supposed to remain mysterious, okay? Some things are supposed to remain mysterious. I'm going to just leave that there.
Don't be trying to figure out our origins. They are mysterious.
We got protected. Okay? You're safe. You're sheltered. You're guided through this life. Okay? Storms are going to calm. If you're going through a storm, things will calm down for you. Okay? Sorry. Okay? You have to really have this knowing, though. You know, you have to really be able to feel this thing. You are protected. Okay? When you're in a storm, it doesn't mean that you're not protected. You know, we have umbrellas when it rains and it storms, but, you know, that doesn't mean we're still protected, right? We're protected with the umbrellas, right? Think of yourself of always having that umbrella of protection around you. There's no need to be afraid. I don't know. I'm feeling fear. I don't see it, but I feel fear of something. We have the Chariot, okay? Strength of your will, forward movement. Yeah, I don't know if something's trying to make you feel scared, nervous, intimidated, fear. I'm feeling like that kind of energy, you know? False expectations appearing real, something like that, okay? Travel, success, focus, willpower. You're protected, but it takes for you to be determined where you go from here. The success is up to you. Which way do you want to go? You're protected. You just have to move. Being protected means you're covered, but you still have to move, right? You know how we go outside when it's storming and we take the umbrella because we have to go out maybe to work to get the kids food or whatever, right? But we still have to go out in the storm and we get the protection from the umbrella. We still have to go out, though. Somebody has to go out. You know, the Chariot is moving, you know? That's like, you know, getting to it, the year of the horse. Okay?
Definitely it's the year of the horse.
Yes. Empress, you could be a divine feminine that I'm talking to. It could even be time to, it was funny. My husband was speaking to me about some things. And, divine feminine, maybe you have some teenagers growing up and it's time for you to look at things differently as well as me, right? Some certain things. Just, whatever it is, I feel like motherhood is very important for a woman right now. These could be very important, crucial times of your life, of your children's life, It says creation, right now. It's like the things that, you're creating something here.
Creativity, adventure.
Yeah, you're creating something. Whether it be a solid foundation so that when, the kids move forward, it's okay. Whatever it is that you're trying to do, you're trying to create something.
So, I don't know who this is and who this is for. And I really don't know, so I'm just going to read it, right? And if it resonates, it's for you. I'm picking up on a masculine, right? No divine at all. This is a masculine. It could be an earth sign masculine, and a reverse 4 of wands, a reverse to the 8 of wands, right? Now listen, if you are a feminine energy, I'm speaking to, you could be connected to a masculine, and this King of Pentacles in reverse is a person that may be holding a certain influence over you in a certain type of way, and it's unstable. First of all, the person is unstable, and the situation is unstable, right? And the reason why is because it says it in the, I got an 8 of wands, and then I just picked the soul message, and the soul message said, don't live the stories of others, write your own. Creativity, adventure, find your genius. So what's happening is you might be this might not be a bad person, but you might be allowing yourself to fall under the influence of another person. And what it's causing you to do is you living in their story. So if this is a masculine that you may be connected with, right? Like, I don't want to send nobody in no wrong way, because the King of Pentacles in reverse, it doesn't mean that this person is a bad person or bad. They could be working, they could be moving in the wrong way. The King of Pentacles in reverse also could be a person that does take a lot of shortcuts, right? So, nevertheless, I feel like this person, if you are a woman or a feminine energy, you could be a man, right? It doesn't matter. Energy is energy. Nevertheless, if you have an earth sign in your life and, they unstable, pay attention to the fact that while they trying to give you direction or they trying to give you guidance, they may not be stable enough to give you the guidance that you want or the guidance that you need. Maybe it's a matter of, I don't know, like, I'm going to just get out the energy. I'm going to say this. Don't live in the stories of others. Write your own. Creativity, adventure, find your genius. So in the whole situation, find yourself. Make sure you're doing something that you want to do, that you good at, that, don't be inside of another person's story trying to live it out. It's going to cause you, wasted time, if nothing else.
I like this energy. I have patience. You're being asked to be patient right now, okay? It's not easy to do, but you're strong, and there's a reason why things aren't aligning in the way you want them to in this very moment, but have patience. It will eventually work out, and I know this to be true because it's something about you really learning to enjoy the journey. A lot of people are so worried about the destination, where am I going? I need to know, where am I going? You know, am I gonna just am I gonna get somewhere in life? You know? And we forget to enjoy the actual journey of just living. See, because we came here as spiritual beings to have a human experience. Okay? So embrace each moment fully, staying open to new experiences and lessons along the way. And then you have the Three of Wands, manifest your dreams, level up. This is progress. This is, good energy in work or love, or, this could be traveling, seeing different things in the world, meeting different people, opening up, okay? Something like that. But patience, that is one of the hardest things. That is what I currently work on every day. Like, that is something that was so very hard to me because I lived a lifestyle where everything was so rushed. I never had time to be patient. I was told, go, go, go. I was told, pick up the phone while you taking notes. You're doing, I was always taught to multitask. And, I wasn't really, never pushed to sit down with myself. I was never really encouraged to say, how do you feel emotionally? Are you okay? Right?
Yeah.
So I feel like now is the time to really enjoy the journey. Are you feeling okay? Are you taking time to enjoy the small things? Do you understand that level up doesn't have to mean that, oh, my life looks totally different? It means things could be happening slowly and gradually, but you're moving. Okay? Enjoy the journey. Something about the sun. You could be a man that I'm talking to, divine masculine, very powerful sun energy. Okay? Lisa, your name could be Lisa.
I like this right here, right? This is it's telling a tale of somebody's life. Ace of Pentacles in reverse to the Page of Wands to the Five of Swords in reverse. It's a good energy. The Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it screams of being trapped in bad habits, having bad health, maybe bad mental health, maybe just being in a bad space, even being caught in some sort of spell. I'm gonna just be real. Like the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, it could be a binding spell, right? So, but with the Page of Wands, I feel like this is you coming out of whatever it was, whether it's a state of mind, a state of bondage, a form of depression, whatever that state may have been in, where this Ace of Pentacles in reverse was present, the Page of Wands shows you in an assertive place and a childlike place. And then you got the Page of Wands to the Five of Swords in reverse, which is definitely clarity. So, kudos to you. I feel like...
Right, I was going to say, pat yourself on the back. It is hard.
Yeah, that right there is good, coming from underneath of the Ace. Because like I said, with me, the Ace of Pentacles in reverse is always real big on the mental turmoil, like toll on the mind, mental exhaustion, or, mental health, different things that's around mental health with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. But to the Page of Wands is like life coming back into you, energy coming back, fire returning back to you. The Page of Wands is a beautiful energy, look, even magical, right? In a sense of pure magic, right? A pure magic moment is not a spell. A pure magic moment is like, you ever step outside, smell a breeze off the grass, and then it take you back to your childhood, and you grab the memory, and it hits you in your heart, and you like right back there in time. Those are magic moments, right? And when you're in the Page of Wands, those are the things that you experience. Like, when you lost some things, you lost your groove, you lost 2 or 3 steps, you went through life, you got beat around, knocked around. Well, when you in that Page of Wands, that's when you getting it back. You feel it coming back. And you feel even newer things opening up, newer abilities. It's also very transformative where you making pain work
for you.
You making pain work also in the Page of Wands. Because sometimes it takes a lot to get up. People always talk about transmute this and alchemize that. It's not always that easy.
Some days you gotta really put that extra push.
People don't transmute as much as you think. They put the mask over top of it. Because when you really transmute something, it becomes solid. So don't be fooled by people. Everybody process is different. Like when pay attention to people that make honest progress. When you listening to people give you advice and all of that, am I talking to somebody who consistent in what they doing? Because somebody can tell you something that sound good, but they very inconsistent, right? So now you done receive the inconsistent energy and wonder why you can't get it right. Taking too much advice from too many people, right? But I feel you out of that. Page of Wands and the Five of Swords. I like the Five of Swords in reverse because it's like doing away with confusion, really moving into clarity, right? A little more understanding, right? A little tiny bit more wisdom. They themes.
Okay.
I'm going to read the footnote and I'm going to let it go. Let yourself be drawn by the pull of what you truly love. Divine purpose, mission in life, being guided.
So I got something really good over here. You know, I was sitting here and I was thinking, because I got the Six of Cups in the reverse. So I was like, okay, Spirit, somebody's still stuck in the past here. But I feel like in this energy, this is an energy that we can work with. You know, sometimes we can use things to work with them, right? So we have divine flow, encouragement, and we got the Six of Cups coming out in the reverse. Spirit told me someone needs to get a piece of paper, a notebook, right? And you're going to put a line down the middle of the paper. And you're going to write at the top pros versus cons, right? And these pros versus cons are going to be about self, right? We're going to write pros and cons about ourselves. And as we begin to do this, this is our challenge, everyone, today, to do this, all of us, right? We'll talk about it tomorrow. But write down the pros and cons of self. And what it allows us to do, it allows us to see where the work has been done and where the work needs to be done. Okay? Something about that. You know, you could be revisiting past, having memories, having flashbacks, you know, nostalgic, right? You want to use that energy to kind of think about where, you know, what are the pros and cons of my life right now, right? It says divine flow. Let go of attachments and outcome. Let the universe bring the gifts, okay? We don't chase, we attract, okay? We chased for many years, and, you know, we don't have to chase anything. Things are attracted to you when you live the right way. You don't have, you know, you can see people who live right, and they can have very little, but it looks like a whole lot, right? Encouragement. You are encouraged to level up. It might not feel good initially, but it will prepare you to handle greater things in your life for your highest good. Yeah, see, you're being prepared right now because, you know, I told you, you constantly grow, you constantly elevate, you constantly, you know, transform, you're constantly going through. Some of you guys are a life path number 7. You know, you were born to just constantly transform and change. That's what your life is about, okay? Push through. There's reward in waiting at the finish line, okay? Divine flow. You know, sometimes when things aren't going as planned, let it ride. See what happens.
Listen to what this card say. Be patient where you sit in the dark. The dawn is coming.
Okay.
This too shall pass. Your future is bright.
There it is. You know?
I'm gonna set that over there.
Let it ride, you know? Sometimes things are happening to protect you, right? You know, sometimes things are saving us and we don't realize. We think we're being attacked. We're not being attacked. We're being protected. We got to know the difference between being attacked and protected, because our ego will have us thinking that we're being attacked when the whole time it was protection. You know, why you didn't make it to work on time, because if you would have went, maybe you would have gotten a flat tire, right? So instead of sending you that way, you know, I'm going to stop you a little bit so that maybe the mess could be cleaned up from an accident or whatever it is, right? Mm-hmm. That could be in the way. You are protected, and you have to realize that your protection, it requires you to allow divine flow, not control.
So This energy right here is telling me something, right, about somebody. And I'm just going to say it because it's good. Again, it's encouraging, right? You got the Page of Swords to the Tower to the Nine of Cups. So what that's telling me is in this Page of Swords energy, right? This is at the beginning, right? When you were in a place where you learned a few things, a few light bulbs went off in your head, and you thought you knew it all, right? We all been there.
Been there.
Page of Swords, very assertive, quick to say something. You know, the swords are very vocal. So could have been speaking, you know, look, a few light bulbs went off. Look, I ain't on light bulbs even in there. So you was at a place where you thought you knew it all, which led you to a tower, which is where we supposed to end up, right? This is how we grow. You know, when you thought you knew it all, probably did something on a spiritual level, you know, probably thought you was talking to the spirits, and then you realized they talk to everybody, right? Like, I don't know, but somebody, you went through something where, you know, you realized, and then it was a tower or a point that you had to go through where, of course, things fell out of place to fall in place. And big on the humility, because I remember I had to be humbled in life in order for me to change. I was so knuckleheaded, right, that, you know, I was in the Page of Swords to the Tower, and I'm going to just share something about me. I was in the Page of Swords that led to the Tower. I was a person that thought in life at one period, you know, I got this thing figured out. I can still do this, and I can pretend to be that, and everything will be good. And I end up getting wounded. Let's just say that. Wounded, where I was in a coma, right? And that was a tower moment, and I came out of it, right? And the same way, it doesn't have to be as acute for people. The trauma doesn't have to be that acute, right? But nevertheless, when we in this immature energy and we go through the tower and things fall out of place, they only fall in place because it's needed. And trust me, whoever went through this, you know I'm telling the truth, because on the other side of it was the Nine of Cups, which shows me in order for you to reach wish fulfillment, you had to go through everything you went through or going through, right? Or will go through. Because let's face it, some people are still very immature and very much unlearned, but still, you know. So I'm going to leave you with this. I am not this hair. I am not this skin. I am the soul that lives within. Beneath the surface, looks can be deceiving, right? And I feel like that's a reminder for somebody to be aware that you are a spiritual being having a human experience, right? So just know that about yourself, right? Handle yourself with care. It's a spirit underneath of that. There's a soul underneath all of this. You know what I mean? Like, you can throw nice clothes on this and you can make this look good all you want, but the real you is beneath the surface. And we living in a world where people, they looking for the real you, right? Because let's be real, we energy readers, and a lot of y'all are too. When I see people, they clothes enough and don't impress me no more. There was a time in life I was love fashion, you know, addicted to fashion, you know. But now I don't look at life like that anymore, right? I look beneath the surface, and you should too, and realize all of these things that we are not these things. We are something that's deeper. That's how you find out what you really connected to, not by outward appearances.
It's so crazy, you know, because this goes right into the next message. We got connections. What you're connected to is what you said, okay? We got connections. We got Crystal of Clarity. And then we have the Knight of Coins in the reverse. So I don't know. You could be a fire sign. You could definitely be, I'm sorry, not a fire sign. You could be an earth sign, okay, here. I don't know. I feel like, you know, this is the kind of energy, if I can explain this energy to you, in just real life, you know, imagine taking the cord to your vacuum cleaner, right? But you're not pushing it all the way in the socket, and then you wonder why the vacuum cleaner won't come on. It's something like that. You could be feeling like, you know, you have, you know, your connection is cut off or something like that. It's not true here. Okay? You could be just being impatient. There could be some kind of practice that you start but you don't finish, maybe prayer. You know how sometimes when you get into prayer, I know me, sometimes when you get into prayer and you praying real hard and then the enemy try to come in and make you forget what you're talking about in your words, and then you don't when you gotta still push through. Okay? You could be feeling very bored, or because just feeling like you can't connect the dots to something. But the cord has to be plugged all the way in order for the vacuum cleaner to properly come on for you to get the results of the floor that you want, right? So connections. How do you move forward like your life's true calling? Question. How do you move forward into your life's true calling? Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going, right? Enthusiasm is contagious. When you see somebody and they're enthusiastic, it makes you want to be like, okay, yeah, it makes you want to go. Now, when you see someone that's down and miserable, misery loves company, they try to sink you in real quick. So someone needs to find their enthusiasm in life again. You used to be very enthusiastic about life, and I feel like someone has let a thing suck some life out of you. But don't worry, life is of the spirit. So as you begin to fill your spirit back up, your life is replenished, okay? So connections here. Do what makes you happy. Follow your interests, These kind of things will help you discover your purpose. It says, illuminate your path with openness and insight, readying yourself for a newfound understanding of content. Be patient with yourself. Okay? Nothing was made overnight. Okay? You weren't born yesterday. So you have years worth of trauma, healing. You got years worth of things you're trying to fix and, reorganize about yourself. A lot of you guys are still relearning who you are, even at a later age in life, because let's be real, we've been domesticated since birth.
Yeah, speak about
right?
that though. So I got the Knight of Pentacles to the Four of Swords in reverse, to the Six of Swords in reverse, right? This could be somebody, you could be working at night and not getting a lot of rest. Somebody, or you could be up at night, not getting a lot of rest, right? The Knight of Pentacles is also very slow moving analytics, right? So you could be, you could really be up thinking about things, man, or woman. I feel like somebody's in a very analytical state with the Knight of Pentacles, very slow moving. And with the Six of Swords in reverse, very much in a place where you feel delayed, or you feel like something better is taking so long to come or so long to reach you, right? But what I do want to say is this. This is how energy works for somebody. If you're moving in a direction of your purpose, even if you're moving slow, you still moving, right? So somebody learn that. Like, everything is not about, I know we live in a fast moving world full of fast cars, fast people, fast ideas, fast solutions, and everything is fast, right? But sometimes real progress is slow. It's slow moving. It requires analytics. Sometimes you up and you don't have rest. That's just the reality of growth and development. Because I think somebody, you could be turning all these things against yourself, not realizing this is your process. We all go through a period in time where we stuck in a place where it feels like something better not coming. But it's what you do in that time that brings better, right? It's like this universe don't respect weakness. So when you in that Six of Swords energy, that's right, stay in the Knight of Pentacles. Be moving, even if it's slow. Be expecting, even if it's little, right? Because you don't want to get to the place where you succumb to what pushes back against us all, right? Nobody's free of it. Anybody out here trying to live in a mode of progress, live in touch with your higher self, then you're going to go through kickback and pushback. And you're going to feel delayed, and sometimes you won't get rest. But just keep pushing forward. I'm going to leave you with this. Anything you lose comes around in another form. Opportunity, choices, and transformation. That's why I said be moving, right? Because it says anything you lose, it comes back around in another form. But if you're not moving, you gotta be moving in a certain direction so you can meet things that's supposed to be coming to you. If you give up and just throw in, and because you fighting a battle of higher self versus lower self.
Okay, that's the
And
hardest
I'm gonna just tell you straight up, you fighting against higher self versus lower self. And you gotta slow walk and do what's right, even when you dead wrong. Somebody gotta hear that, because you know how you got them days where you dead wrong, you dead ass wrong.
I know.
In the universe, in the spirit realm, and everywhere else, you be having them days where you dead wrong, right? Well, there's nothing wrong with that. But what happens is people have them days, and then they let it lead into another day where you walking around in the world and you at odds with the universe, right? That's what we talk. You at odds with the universe, You walking into things, you bumping your toe, you falling, you burning stuff up on the stove. Anxiety is winning. That's because we situated wrong in the universe, right? And when we have those days, we gotta learn how to wake up the next day and do something different. Start by not giving over to the day before. Wow. So, yeah,
We got process. It's time to put those long cherished ideas into action. You will soon come into contact with the appropriate individuals, circumstances, and resources. Eventually, you will experience joy as well as brand new opportunities. Trust in the process. Now, what's very important about this is that the next card says getting advice. Okay? Seek guidance with an open heart, ready to learn and grow from the wisdom offered by others. Some of you guys need to tap in, okay, with other people. And I feel like there's something about, I know somebody, I don't know if it's immaturity because we got the Page of Wands coming out in the reverse, or you could just lack confidence. Maybe you could just, you could be a person that, you could get the courage to go approach people, and then maybe you get cold feet when it's time to do it, or something like that. Maybe you've been rejected, so you have abandonment issues, abandonment wounds. It's still triggering. Maybe you are scared to meet new people because you don't want to feel rejected. It's time to overcome these things. We've put bandages over these kind of things for too long, and now it's time to step out of the box, okay? It's like you could be very pessimistic right now towards certain things. It's a process. Getting advice is very recommended right now by someone that you trust, someone that you trust. I feel like it says getting advice, seek counsel. A lot of us feel boxed in because we don't have anyone to talk to, whether it be a spiritualist, a therapist, a member of the church, whoever it is. Reach out. This is your duty. It's crazy. Sometimes we go through humbling experiences just to see if we're willing to, take the next step. Right? Are you will? Imagine this. Imagine if you were in a situation and you needed help, right? But nobody around you could help. But, God placed it on your heart to go ask a stranger or speak with a stranger about this particular thing. And because we have so much ego and pride, we're like, no, I'm not doing it. But lo and behold, the help is available with the stranger or whoever that God sent you, the Spirit sent you to go towards. and you stall and stall, and then you finally go and you realize the whole time help was always available.
Okay, so I like this. I'm smiling. That's right. I'm smiling about this because I got a powerful masculine energy out here on the board, right? We got the King of Wands, King of Wands. I say the King of Wands, you'll probably get to the bag and everything. Okay. It's the King of Wands to the Magician, to the Two of Cups, Eight of Cups, right? King of Wands to the Magician. I got the magic stick. Hey. I know if I hit once, I'ma hit twice. I got the magic stick. So somebody busting you down, if you're a woman, this your guy. If you're a man, then you know what you're supposed to do. King of Wands to the Magician, Two of Cups. In a relationship, right? Definitely. And with the Eight of Cups to this Two of Cups, this is a progressive relationship. Like, two people that I see in this Two of Cups. Well, I'm seeing one, which is of course, the man go with the woman. So, if it's a King of Wands who a magician, of course, and it's a Two of Cups, this relationship is two people that's willing to probably move away from limited beliefs, old ways of thought, into a place, Eight of Cups. That's abandoning a certain way of being to become something better, is what the Eight of Cups is. So I feel like it's a powerful masculine energy out here, King of Wands could be an Aries or could be a good looking man, strong dude. The Magician, make things happen. I mean, somebody you satisfied in your relationship with this guy, so that's good, right? Two of Cups. And then last but not least, the footnote says, to praise the sun is to praise your own eyes. And the sun, and a lot of, the sun is referred to as a masculine energy, which is a man. To praise the sun. So I feel like whoever you are, bro, this is spirit giving you flowers for being transformative and making shit happen.
Okay.
King of Wands, you know what I'm saying? Seeing clearly, gratitude, happy with your life, very confident, masculine energy, right? Which is good. And if you're in a relationship with this person, because there's a Two of Cups out here, you could be now or you could be coming. There's somebody you probably want to value. It says to praise the sun. So I don't know about how a lot of y'all women feel about praising your men, but I'm telling you, it availeth you much, right? When you got a person, a King of Wands to the Magician, Two of Cups, you gotta learn how to cherish that. Like we all do. It go both ways, energetically. I'm just speaking because the masculine out here, right? Yeah, good energy.
Embrace the unknown. Remember I said that earlier? Okay. Remember my download earlier? Thanks for confirmation. My download that I got earlier was some things are supposed to remain mysterious. Okay. Embrace the unknown. Venture into the mystery with an open heart, welcoming the lessons in the hidden uncertainty. Sometimes we don't have to know. Okay, we got something on the men. Be compassionate and kind to yourself as you heal your heart. Remember I said that a lot of the things that we are trying to heal, it took 20 years, 30 years, 40, 50, 60 years to know, go. We went through so many things for so long. Healing is a process. I don't think we're ever completely healed. I think that, we adapt and we heal bits and pieces of ourselves, but I feel like healing is a continuous journey, okay? I don't know. I see something about your heart, your anahata, your heart chakra. You could be needing to eat some kale, berries, strawberries, raspberries, strawberries, raspberries, maybe kale, collard greens. Those are very, very good vegetables and fruits for your anahata, your heart chakra. You know, when your heart chakra is in alignment, you know, you can be kind to yourself. Okay?
No doubt.
You can definitely be kind to yourself. We got the 9 of Cups coming out here in the reverse. Okay? I don't know. Don't allow not having things to make you feel empty, because remember, you are a spiritual being having a human experience. Life is of the spirit. Don't allow not having things to make you feel empty when you're filled with something that people desire to have. Did you hear me? Okay. I don't know, something about overindulging and being excessive. I don't know, so something about addiction here. You know, someone could be addicted to the look. Someone could be addicted to the taste.
We're dealing with
Somebody could be addicted to the coins, the bag, whatever it is.
We about to deal with it. We about to real quick.
But that's what I'm saying.
Because I see the same thing that you're saying.
Talk about it.
Right? You got a 6 of Pentacles out here to the Knight of Wands in reverse to the 5 of Cups, right? This is showing me you giving to the wrong thing, right? 6 of Pentacles to the Knight of Wands in reverse. The Knight of Wands in reverse is unenthusiastic, weighed down, anxiety. And when we get like that, we do resort to addictive traits or personalities, right? Why? Because we it's your lower self. You know, also, it could definitely be indicative of a root chakra binding, whereas though you resort to something so much, whereas though now it's hard for you not to go to it, right? That's when the root get bound. That's how it feels. Whereas though, like, why am I keep doing what I keep doing? I don't want to do this anymore, but yet I found myself. And like I said, it could be you equally given to the wrong side of yourself. Like, imagine, like the old Inuit lady say, you can have a white wolf and a black lip wolf on the inside of you. Whichever one you feed the most gonna win. So when you're dealing with these feelings of anxiety and depression that bring on prolonged periods of maybe substance abuse or even just even getting involved with people that's no good for you because you're trying to fill the void. Real big on that, because some people abuse other people and you're not even aware that you have a problem, right? Some people have shopping addictions, right? They abuse their money the wrong way, right? All of it's done to kind of fill a gap, right?
Yeah,
a void. But when you do it, it's because you give into the black wolf too much. How do I give to the white wolf then, somebody say? You gotta begin to open up. You gotta be willing to tell your story to people that your spirit can trust, that have a like mind. You gotta begin to really put your faith in growth and development and being led and guided to certain places where you can learn, you know? And then the 5 of Cups, you know, just the drinking again, right? Or this is the place of regret and remorse that we give to when we like, you know, we feel sorry for ourselves. Or we start thinking, man, if I didn't do what I did when I was 15, 16, 17 years old, I'd be better off than I am now. And we get in a 5 of Cups. If I ain't do this with so-and-so, I'd be better off, right? And we give to that. And once we start giving to them thoughts, it consumes you. So you got to give the other thoughts. Feed the white wolf on the inside. The best way you know how. Somebody, you can contact us, you know, whatever. But you got to learn how to feed your higher self. It needs to eat. It has to feed. And it can't eat. It doesn't like to eat anxiety. It doesn't like to eat depression. The higher self, it doesn't snack on that. The higher self need different things to eat. Like, that's when study is good. And if you don't feel like you can study, talk to somebody that can rejuvenate your energy. Like, you know, when a battery is low, you plug it into a source. People are a good source of energy when you find the right person. Some people, you can be down and you got to learn how it's not always about energy output. Sometimes it's about being a receptor of energy. Like, I need to call you not to talk to you, but for you to talk to me. We need those kind of people. I just need to call you and we just need to establish this relationship. When I call you, it's for you to talk to me, right? Find somebody like that because that can help you. Because what we do is we like the output. We put output fake. We ain't doing well. Somebody calls us, we snap with the fake energy. Yeah, how you know? We trying to pour from an empty cup. Find somebody you can plug into that can give you a power surge. Can help.
Good stuff.
I'm gonna tell you this before we leave. The wound, whatever wounded you, that's the place where the light enters. Healing, balance, strength to carry on. So always remember that. When we get opened up and we get wounded, light come in there too. The wound, but light enters in too. It's all about which one you're gonna feed. Like the Inuit lady said, you gonna feed the black wolf or you gonna feed the white wolf? Higher self or lower self?
Bluetooth mode. Bluetooth connected.
And that was your message. Accept or reject it. To keep your spirit protected. We love you guys so much. Thank you guys for all of your time, your love. If you would like to be a blessing to our channel, all of our information is all of our information is on our page. If you would like to book a personal reading with us, y'all know it's free. We just ask for a donation for our time. Thank you guys for just keep rocking with us. Okay. Thank you for becoming the best version of yourself. Okay, which is so important. Okay. So keep showing up for yourself. Hey. And we just keep on winning. Hey. We going back to the beginning. Hey. We just keep on winning. We love you guys so much. It's time to go eat, baby. Auntie hungry.
What's up, Dust?
Hey, Des. Hey. What's up, So-So? Hey. I like that. Let me say that again. What's up, So-So? All your names so cool. Hey, what's up, Gigi?
Glad we can help.
Hey, what's up, Wilbur?
Hey, Gigi.
Hey, hey, hey. Y'all know Auntie can't sing. Hey, what's up, y'all? We love you guys so much. We'll catch you guys later on this afternoon. We elemental beings. Oh, hit the thumb notification. Hit the bell. Hit all so you notify when